How can you use AI today or right now? Answer, deep research. And I'm going to show you how to use deep research to find obscure replacement parts, solve homeowner problems, find great service techs, find software solutions, price compare, or solve any other problem that you don't feel like solving and you'd rather give to your own personal genius intern. Are you interested? Okay, let's jump right in. So here we are at Gemini, and I'm going to first show you Gemini's deep research function. Gemini.google.com, that's how you get there, link in the description below. But we're here, and you can see here that I am using my free account because it says upgrade up here. So if you don't have a paid account, this looks exactly the same as your interface will look. All right, so we're down here at the prompt box, and the problem I have to solve is I have a front panel on my dishwasher that's got some rust on it, and I want to replace that. By the way, didn't know those exist except for a different search that I conducted, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Here's the question I'm asking deep research to solve for me. It says, please locate best priced model number, front panel replacement. Before I hit enter, though, just talk about a few things. So I want to turn on deep research. That's what we're doing. Turn on deep research. There you go. I want to highlight, though, if you've selected Pro up here, it goes away. So just make sure if you're on a free account, this is for a free account, that you need to have Flash selected. But Josh, am I going to get inferior results? Perhaps, but I haven't noticed a difference. So just go ahead and roll with Flash or get a business account. Turn on deep research, put your question in the prompt box, and then hit the go button. And we're going to get a research plan that we then need to approve. And once we approve the research plan, the model will be off and running, solving the problem for us while we move on to other things. And you'll see the model even tells us, hey, you can navigate away from this web page, i.e. you can close it while I do this research for you. And the model will notify us both on our computer and our mobile devices if we haven't turned that function off. All right, so what are we looking at? Here's the research plan. I could edit the plan if I want to, or I could just go ahead and hit start research. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause one more moment here. So no fancy prompt, just a straightforward question, and the model, through its own reasoning and thinking, has come up with a research plan for you. I call this GIGO. It's not garbage in, garbage out. It's garbage in, because this is just a simple question. There's nothing special there. There's no prompt engineering required. So garbage in, genius out. All right, I'm going to approve the research plan by hitting start research. The model is going to begin doing its thing. And at some point, it's going to tell me, there we go. Starting now, as soon as your report is ready, I'll let you know. In the meantime, feel free to leave this chat, which is what we're going to do. And I'm going to jump over here to the same answer to the same question, or at least unanswer to the same question. Most models don't ever answer anything the exact same way because they're like humans. In that respect, it's not a computer, same thing, same response to things that we do. Anyways, so we're looking here at the question that I asked, and you see here's my plan to tackle. And then I gave it the start research, and here's the result over here on the right. You can see I get an executive summary first. This report offers a detailed analysis to identify the most cost-effective, which is what I was looking for sure, front panel replacement option for this dishwasher. Blah, 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 blah. Lowest current part price, $96 off of H&K parts, which I've never heard of and wouldn't have checked had the model not provided this to me. Well, Josh, but what about hallucination? Is this making it up? Well, with deep research, you get works cited. So any information you're receiving, you're going to have a link for it. Check it out. And this turned out to be exactly true, or an actual thing that I clicked on the link, I followed it, and I bought the replacement part. So I asked a simple question. I went and did other things. The model provided me an answer, and I went and bought the part. And if you're anything like me, I'll spend way too much time researching prices, making sure websites are reputable, et cetera, et cetera. This would have taken me, 30 minutes, admittedly maybe an hour to find this. And instead it took me less than, it took me 20 seconds to type the answer and hit go. And then when the response came to me a little later, I opened up and bought it. Anyways, let me show you a few other examples. Before I leave here, I'll share with you that you can export the research report to docs, or you could copy it. And what it looks like when you export is this right here. And I was just also highlighting the footnote right here that tells you, hey, this is the works cited for the piece of information that I'm providing to you. And I could click on so on the left-hand side, handy in Google Docs are these little navigation menus for all the headers. You can see here I can just kind of click through here and move right to different parts of the report. This comparative analysis, I'll go to this one, was very handy. It showed me all the different prices. This didn't give me a rating of the website, but I could have asked for it. And you see here, I got the bolded one, which was the cheapest option from a store I'd never heard of before. And down here, if you go to Works Cited, this is option number 8 right here. You can see this is the link that I clicked. It took me right to the website. I bought the item, and I moved on with my life. So thank you, Genius Research Assistant, for taking care of this little life ankle biter for me. All right, what else can we do, Josh? Show me some more examples. I would love to. And this one is really fun. So as you can tell, I'm fixing some stuff in my condo that we moved out of many years ago, and it just continued to rent out. And unfortunately, my tenant was doing some cooking and did some stuff to the hood vent, which is very unfortunate. And so I took some pictures to include the underside of the vent, and then I went ahead and also drew up some dimensions. Not even sure if this is required. I'm sure, yeah, probably required. In any event, because the model is multimodal, i.e. we can upload pictures, I shared these pictures with the model, and then I shared the dimensions. And then I told it, I'm going to upload 3 pictures. Did I need to say that? No. Again, GIGO, right? Garbage in, genius out. 2 of the actual hood vent. Again, my English is terrible. I'm word typing this into my phone or from sitting at my computer talking into the computer. Just using my mouth to say the prompt, and whatever comes out, whatever stream of consciousness lands in the search box, I'm just going to hit enter and I'm going to get good results, is what I'm trying to tell you. Has been destroyed by my tenant through cooking or whatever he's been doing. And then another is going to be an image that includes dimensions. And so what I want you to do is take all of this information and come up with a description of a replacement hood vent that can be used to locate a replacement online. The primary objective is to draw a clear picture of the dimensions of this object. So when searching for one-on-one, that doesn't even make sense. And the model, of course, just figured out what I'm asking. When searching for one-on-one, it's easy to make sure that the replacement we're looking at is a match. And so there we go. And then, of course, I've got really good results. So this is the first series of results. And then it gave me, I think I asked some follow-on questions. Cosmos right here. All the right dimensions at a really decent price. This is using O3, I want to highlight. O3 is the smarter of the models, so the default is 4.0. So if you're not paying for ChatGPT, you won't have that option. However, if you would like to pay one fee of $20 a month and have access to all the models so you can learn how O3 or O3 Pro or O3 compare to the other models, you have an option, and that is with Poe. So Poe is an aggregator, and you can see down here, I've got access to all the models. And so all I got to do is come up here and type O3. I get the option, I click it, and then I can upload the same things here. Reasoning levels. And as you can see over here, I wasn't actually using deep research. I was just using the O3 model with web enabled, so we could search the web. And I want to pause because I didn't show you how to use deep research on ChatGPT. So just like Gemini, click on Tools, and you got Search the Web option, which is all I did with O3 enabled. So maybe a poor man's deep research, because you will run out on some of these models. I can't tell you which ones and how and when. Maybe take that as a challenge to go see if you can exhaust your deep research, your free deep research options from Gemini, because Google Gemini, the account you have access to if you're using a free account, you can use deep research and there's no fee. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. Here we are. So run deep research and then just type in what you want and hit enter. So they're all basically the same. Just one says research, one says deep research, just a little bit different here and there. All right, we talked about Poe. And what's the next example? So I want to show you, I go to my gym in the morning, which is my garage, and I notice there's ants coming in. I'm like, okay, well, this is a problem for Gemini Deep Research to solve because I don't feel like tracking down what type of ants these are or how I'm going to get rid of them. And so I asked it, what should you do when ants tunnel up in your garage? That is, there's a flower bed against the garage. I'm giving it some context here. Against the garage wall, and they've dug under the wall and come up inside the garage through a crack in the wall or floor. Again, it's an intern. It's a genius intern. So if you give it more information, it's going to, of course, be helpful for the model to return a better result. I'm not saying you have to give it better information. Like I said earlier, garbage in, genius out. It's going to give you a research plan that you can then, as you look at the plan, I should have included more information about X, Y, Z, which is what happens here. Edit the research plan. So it says, this is the current plan. What changes do you want to make? And I told it, include pet-safe solutions for any treatments conducted outside the garage. Inside the garage is less critical because our pets never go inside the garage. It presents its new research plan. I hit the Start Research button, and then we get this guy right over here. And what was helpful is the ant bait solution that it provided for me inside the garage. Because the pets won't be there, I can put bait out, the ants will get the bait, poison themselves, and then all die. Instead of just pouring something on the ant pile that will kill the ones on the surface, but not the ones below. Anyways, I learned all about ants thanks to my tremendous deep research report that you can see here. And then at the very bottom, we have, so you can see what would have taken me perhaps 27 website searches and reads to acquire. The model has done that for me. And then, of course, if I come up here to the pet safe options, there's a neat little, it provided me a neat little table of all the pet safe options. Didn't even ask for it, which is super, super nice. And then what I wanted to share with you here within the bait solution, I don't remember, but the report was very helpful. The works cited, oh yeah, there we go. So the bait solution right here. And of course, it's going to give you a footnote, number 3. And so I can come down to works cited, number 3. There's some information there. What was actually helpful for me was in the results over here. When I'm looking at okay, so I get the report, right? Let's go ahead and open it. And as I was moving through here and we reached the bait solution problem, I click the down arrow. There's Home Depot. That's what I got to go buy. Thanks, genius intern. All right, thanks for hanging out with me while I racked my brain for that solution. All right, so there's our works cited. We've talked about this one already. What's the next example, Josh? So we have a window in our condo, and again, this is stream of consciousness prompt here. We have a window in our condo that is stuck or difficult to open and close, and we need to find a person who will help us fix the singular issue. Who talks like that? And not charge us too much. We want to find somebody with a good reputation, and that will do a good job. Of course we do. Conduct a search in the local Columbus, Ohio area for such a person. Who talks like this? When completed, provide an executive summary with the top 3 repair person options. Again, I'm refining my question to get better results. The more practice you use, the more practice you get, the better. Practice makes perfect. Include a table of all the researched individuals and companies that includes key comparables. It understood, though. It got it. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Garbage in, genius out. Like Google Map ratings and other important things to consider before hiring such a person. Who talks like this? Or company for a window repair service. I put together a research plan. Of course, I hit the Start Research Plan, and I got a bunch of really great results. And we'll jump into those that I've exported to the Google Doc. By the way, when you click the export option, which I need to do this so you can see it. So open the report. The export option is right here. export to docs, it'll show up in your My Drive. So that's where the report is going to show up. All right, next page. Top result was Window Gurus. And then just to make sure, because this is the first time I'd done shopping or service tech comparing using the deep research models, I jumped into ChatGPT and did a similar search. And what do you know? Number 3 is Window Gurus. 1 to 3 in the top 3 for 2 different searches. I'll go with Window Gurus. And they are replacing, or they're fixing our window next week. What was really helpful for me here in the results in the doc was it explained to me I can't remember where I ran across it, but hey, Josh, don't get a glass repairman and don't get somebody that's going to try and replace your entire window. Find somebody that's going to fix your window. And here are people that do that. So not only was it wasn't just results, it was some careful analysis and some really good feedback, again, from my genius intern on how I should go about this, which I found very helpful. Thank you, Deep Research, or Gemini Deep Research. And then the last result I'm going to show you here was from Perplexity. And candidly, I'm not so sure. I don't know if I'll use it again. Perplexity does some good stuff, but the results here, maybe because it was very different from the other one, but I get it. The Glass Man of Columbus, maybe they do glass and mirror repair, custom fitting, free estimate. Maybe they do window repair. Beller's glass service. No, I'm looking for window repair. So I don't know if Perplexity really hit the mark here. And then, of course, not your last option, but of the top 4 models that are out there right now, you've got Grok. Just like all the rest, come down here and click Deep Research. With Grok, you can just push the button like that. But what I want to highlight here is they also, or it, he, she also has so there's Deep Research, and then there is a Deeper Search. And I'm using the free model here, and so I can't tell you how many you get. Deep and Deeper Research. But as you can see, you've got multiple models. They all have free options to give you deep research answers that I would challenge you to exhaust. And so go out and use Deep Research. Allow it to solve your ankle biter, home or professional problems while you move on to doing more important work or relaxation activities. All right. That video or this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, share it with somebody else that needs to learn how to use AI or that might find it useful or has a problem to solve. I am Josh Evilsizer, asking you to stay productive.